The battlefield of Iwo Jima Island is recommended to watch the movie Letter of Iwo Jima to get a perspective. The other side of Japan towards America. The fighting in the Battle of Iwo Jima began on February 19, 1945, with more than 21,000 Japanese soldiers killed and over 7,000 U.S. Marines. Must be able to capture this area because Iwo Jima Island is a strategic point of the Japanese Army with both airports to 3, and if successful capture will be an important step for the American Army to do. Continue to invade Japanese territory. The American invasion of Iwo Jima was fraught with difficulties, although the U.S. number of troops and armament far surpassed the Japanese. Hard against the Japanese had experienced General Tadamiki Kuribayashi to take advantage of the higher strategic points and set up machine gun turrets, artillery, along the mountains, and also built tunnels across the island. Make bombing attacks and fired artillery from the warships. The Japanese resistance could not be destroyed immediately, and the Second Marine Corps had already landed. A large number of losses were also incurred. America's mistake is that many American soldiers it was thought that advanced bombardment and artillery strikes from naval ships would shake the defenses of the Japanese army. Damaged until easy to invade, however, with steep terrain, including the sand, makes the movement of American troops to be slow. And the Japanese took this opportunity to cut down America's strength by attacking from a superior point. However, as time passed, the Americans gradually occupied various points of Iwo Jima, forcing the Japanese army to change its formation from defensive to ambush at night. And a suicide attack with the BANZAI. From my point of view, what makes Japan lose is to underestimate the enemy. By the way, the Japanese often instilled in the soldiers that the Japanese army is a disciplined army. And more strength the American army by the view that the American army has no discipline, no bravery as the Japanese. To underestimate the opponent. Another important point is the Japanese military's sacrificial values, in the view that if defeated by the enemy, it does not deserve to live. This point caused Japan to lose a lot of troops due to martyrdom by shouting BANZAI in addition to running into the open air and revealing his position. At risk of being shot, Japanese soldiers still prefer to use bayonets to kill American soldiers at close range. But this tactic is difficult to master, because the Japanese are often shot before they can enter the close range. If changing from martyrdom to retreat to a foothold or fight like a guerrilla to inflict as much damage as possible would be better. America's killing answers. I think here, part of America is wrong. But Japan was wrong. Because the Japanese soldiers surrendered would prefer suicide by hiding bombs, causing America to lose its troops while trying to capture the Japanese solution. Popular Japanese firearms like Raisaka Feed System 5-round internal magazine, M1 Garand 8 shots, continuous shooting. Type 100 light machine gun 30 rounds. Thompson 2100 matches.